Alright, what's up guys? So yesterday we got a pseudo round 1 kill on Chernobog. Fortunately it's hard programmed that you just can't kill it until it transforms. But going through that run and some of the prior runs we did, I haven't been using my boy Cherufe. Especially the shifted one, we haven't used them at all. So what better way than to take him out for a spin? What do we have? Crit health defense. Crit health defense. Okay, so nothing changes there. Our signature changes from burn to pull terror. That's it. So we lose earth. Oh yeah, we also lose earth. Then we become fire, water. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's give this a shot. I'm not really sure what we're looking for, but you guys know how it is. Just pick something on these casual runs and we make it happen. Some way, shape, or form. But dude, that coloring's sick. Alright, so I guess we're looking for anything that does terror. Your terror, your terror. Ooh. Fortunately, I can only pick one. What are we? Crit Purge Terror. Whenever he applies terror, we break poise. Kinda want a Medusa again just because I liked Medusa. But we used the shifted Mephisto last time, right? Maybe we... No, we didn't. We used regular Mephisto. It's whenever I apply terror, not when my allies apply terror. I'm gonna go with Medusa just because I like how Medusa works. I think it's very interesting. I don't want to re-roll any of my starting traits. They're really good. Yeah. So when I apply terror to the enemy, I break a poise. So yeah, at the moment, I have no idea how this is gonna work together. But I guess we'll see it soon enough. I'm fine taking the AoE. I don't want to take a bunch of hits on the top though. Trying to think what we could get that applies terror as a trait. Is there a trait that applies terror? Fire generator, and at the start of your turn, cleanse a debuff from this monster. Oh yeah, Medusa, easy. Easy. Alright, we get some extra gold, I guess. Don't have any grass, but we could char it if I had hit it and then char twice to break, but nah. Poison and terror. Yeah, this hits twice, right? Oh no. Huh. So what am I supposed to do here? Damn, that doesn't count as me cleansing the corruption because the weakness applied before it. You know that action right there? What was that one? Cleanse? Cleansing Strike, I think it's called? No, Indomitable Tax. On attack, cleanse 2 debuffs from self. Whenever a debuff is cleansed from this monster, heals for 2. This is something I would like to see on my Medusa. Sidekick Affliction. So I guess you can't run a full, like, Affliction team. Because I don't think there's any Sidekick users that have that, do they? I'm gonna take that just because it goes into our theme. It also puts a poison. I think that's new, right? I don't think Proliferate used to do that. Interesting. Proliferate got buffed. I didn't think it needed the extra poison. I'll go with cleanse, healthy cleanse. I know we'll get stuff later to put a bunch of debuffs on us, and that'll be handy. My question is, what do I do with this witch then? Do I reroll an action? I think I do. Ah, that's something, yeah. Really? So that's 2 poise break on all enemies and it heals us. I think I kind of like this though. It's offensive while keeping the poise break going. But if I'm fighting a boss, then we don't get this at all. Kinda sucks. And we kind of want the enemies to attack me. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. Cherufe and Medusa, I think they're anti-synergy, because if I break the enemy's poise, then they don't get to attack, which means Medusa doesn't get to retaliate, which kind of slows down its engine. Maybe I wasn't supposed to pick these two together. We'll take that one, though. That one seemed promising. I'll go for the question room. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, there's no artifact that helps apply status. And our third teammate that could help us out is... Ha! We get Mephisto. Alright. That is one I was thinking I should have picked instead, so that's good. Oh, you get alloys anyway. We'll probably definitely need the Aether until we beat Warden. I don't actually see how we're generating Aether on this team. I might have to pick up that one where we put 8 debuffs on our allies, and then I whatchamacallit? I cleanse it. Or I gain a wild Aether 4, which actually ended up being really good. Alright, I need another fire. So see how this works out. Applies 3 terror. So we're at the enemy has 5, 2, 4. And when I use this 5, 2, 4. Oh. I thought it was the amount of terror I applied equals the amount of poise I break. So that healing all allies and then putting 2 terror wasn't 2 poise break, it was only 1 poise break. Okay. I see. So you just want terror applied. You don't care how much is being applied. Unlike Warden, like right there, since I applied 3 and 3 terror, that would have been like applying 6 weakness, and that would have counted for 6 out of 5, giving us a power up right away. But it doesn't seem like that's the case over here, of course. Alright, we're gonna kill this, and then put a random... Are you serious? They put it on the dead body? Come on, game. You're trolling me, bro. Alright, I'm supposed to go first with Medusa, because Mephisto could put a free debuff on it. Oopsies. I forgot how to play with those two in the party already. I'm trolling. Let's get rid of a corruption here. Alright, that's just dead, and you should be dead too. Break the poise, and boom goes the fire. Okay. I'm starting to remember how to play Mephisto, Medusa together. And now we know that it is fire, water, earth, water, fire... Wait, what? Maybe I have 2 fire waters. I guess I want to... No, it doesn't matter how much debuffs I put on it. Because I was thinking a skull, but a skull doesn't matter. Yeah. If I get a skull, I'd rather have it on Mephisto. Or even Meduses. Huh. What item would be good on Cherufe shifted? I guess one that has the affix, you have a chance to put terror, right? Outside of that, yeah, I don't know. Wait. Medusa wants to go first. Medusa gets a debuff. Good. Now we do this. And now I pop you because you're doing an action. And we always want to interrupt an enemy doing an action. Cleanse another corruption. That one on the bottom, yeah, the one on the bottom is just dead because it's doing... What the hell? I could do anything and it's dead? Okay. I mean, I guess the amount of terror I apply still matters because it helps me do more damage when I hit it. But yeah, I'm just trying to think, how do I get multiple applications of terror? Kind of like what you get with burn. Like when burn triggers, you apply a burn to someone else with the lowest, and we could snowball from there. I'm not seeing it here. See, like this. This is something that I'm looking for terror. For every 8 applied to allies, generate wild. Sure, we need the Aether. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, how much multi-hits do we have? 2 and 3. 2, 3. Oh! That was the wrong thing. 3, 3. Okay, he's double 3. Wait, is that because the stick is... I don't know if the stick is being added there. I don't think it is. Okay, so he was the right choice. Thankfully, that worked out. Double Wolpentinger. Ooh, I hate these little nasty bastards. Alright. So I attack first. Because I put debuffs on myself. Good. I don't really care right now for the damage that's going out, so that's good. And, may as well pop this one at least, reduce the amount of damage because that's sidekick. If only that cockatrice attacked first, it would have saved us some damage on our Mephisto. On Forge. Well, Mephisto is carrying. So maybe that staff on it was good. Unintentionally, of course. Yeah, I can't for the love of me think of other actions that we could get that would apply terror to the enemy. Because, yeah, we're not even... When enemy have a terror... Enemies with terror have a 15% chance to miss each hit. That's interesting. So you kind of want this on a haste team. Because haste just naturally increases your evasion, but it doesn't use a stack anymore. So haste and dodge and terror is actually really strong because of this. Because you have a higher chance to the enemy miss more, right? Because you're increasing your evasion and you're lowering the enemy's accuracy. So that's kind of like what you want to do here. Transfer the terror stack of all allies and enemies onto... Transferring triggers cleansing effects. Excuse me? What? This one could also put terror for 1 poise break. Alright, so what are we doing here? This one's kind of like, I don't know if it's gonna be good. We got rid of Explosion, which wasn't applying terror. And we got Frightening one, which is good in trash fights, but in boss fights it's probably gonna suck. Got this, so Mephisto and Medusa generating a bunch of terror. We could then have my Cherufe transfer that all to 1 person. So that's going to be interesting. It's really good in Chernobog fight because Chernobog loves throwing out a bunch of terror. So that's interesting. Alright. And then here I'm cleansing. I have an item that's helping us cleanse with the affix. And here I want debuffs on our allies so I could get Aether. And I have a staff that has a chance to get Aether. Okay. This is an additional 0 damage, 3 for each debuff stack on this monster. That's the thing, if we're cleansing so much, I don't really see us having too many. This is actually decent, getting a bunch of free poison on us. But I'm gonna roll once. Apply 3 terror to the target. Doom Bloom. You could have that for Cherufe, a free poise break. Applies 3 to the poison and so. Trying to think here. Do I want to re-roll again? Because I'm kind of trying to save it for this one's decent, I'll take it. I'm trying to save a re-roll for Mephisto. I don't want to be all in on one monster. 1, 2, 3. This middle looks a little empty. Yeah, we missed that. Anything else I missed? I missed the boxes. Okay, I think we got everything now. So Earth gives us shielding, Water gives us healing, Wind gives us evasion crit. Does Fire give us... I'm gonna pick Fire and try to get another Fire and see if it gives us some form of debuffs maybe? I'm curious what double Fire does. Does it apply a burn at the start of each turn to the enemy? You know? I'm curious what it does. Definitely hitting the chickens here. Chickens are scary. Okay, that's good. That sets up for a nice Frightful. Yeah? Right here. Yeah. Stick, stick. Ah, I was banking on that stick to come through. That's unfortunate. Ooh, we got that dodge. Oh shit, we got that thing to trigger finally. That's dope. Hey yo, that was actually pretty sick. Let's kill this. Hopefully he applies the terror to someone else this time. Here we go. Fireball lightning is interesting, huh? Why doesn't it feel as strong as it was when I first played it? I feel like we had more hits. That's such a sick attack animation though. Standing up and then like the skull spawns and shit. That's pretty dope. The evasion helps us maybe dodge and put more terror, but I'd rather just have the guaranteed Aether for now. What the hell's this? Look like a little alien or something. Alright, we're chilling. HP on Medusa? Yeah. Because she will naturally be taking debuffs. Mephisto did more debuffs, has a higher chance to dodge. Cherufe has health and defense +1, so yeah. She would be the most susceptible to just dying. Gonna build up some Aether here while breaking the chicken. Breaking you. Can I just kill you? I could just kill you. Yeah, I'm gonna kill it here and see if we can get the terror on the Wormling. Unfortunate. How does this do damage? Huh. I'm curious. Why does that do damage? Wait. Did I just... Hold up, what? Transferring trigger cleansing effects. Oh. Now we have some synergy. Okay, bet. Hey, yo. That just got a lot cooler. Okay. Huh. This suddenly became a lot better now. Because no matter who I put it on my ally, we could just transfer it over. The best case obviously being Medusa. Not really sure what I'm looking for here. I think we'll take this just because it's decent. Terra application. Actions that apply Terra apply one additional. Ooh. Does that count for my signature? I guess I never paid attention. Nah. What am I re-rolling for? That's the thing, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. So, I'll just go over here. That is useless. Alright, no coins, nothing to pick up. What the hell's going on here, man? Alright, I want to put some debuffs on me and him. I want to put some more debuffs on him. This only works if it's burned. Yeah, let's just get some burn in there. It's gonna trigger my Lamentations. Alright, nice. This is actually really good because it triggers more. Get some more poison and generate us a random Aether. beautiful. Yeah, see, I guess this is the weird part. I guess we'll put some more debuff stacks just so Mephisto hits 20 so we could do more damage. Oh, wait, we gotta, yeah, I was about to say we gotta dodge. Does that count? And it does. Nice. Okay, we're just stacking. That's actually insane. Let's just get some more terror so that first hit hits hard. Boom, baby! Yeah, I mean, I don't think Cherufe technically fits into this squad, kind of like how Ooze did, but you know, these runs do surprise me in the long run, so we'll see what ends up happening. Right now they're doing good. Nothing too broken, but they're doing good. I don't really need to cleanse that corruption. We're getting the pot right after here. Rather get some more poison on him. Uh-oh. God damn it, bro. We triggered it. That sucks. Well, we're on the edge now. Just die, please. Thank you. Okay. We haven't actually had a need to use that second chance in a while, so that got a little scary there. Alright, what do we got? On action, if this applies debuffs to enemy, applies those debuffs another time to the enemy and to self. Yes. At the start of your turn, generate a wild Aether for every enemy with 5 or more terror. That's the thing, I don't see that happening. How do I do that? How do I get so many terror stacks? I don't know. Terror application +1. So this is 3 and this is 4. I guess with Torment Nexus you could technically get it done. I wonder if this also gets buffed. But this just says applies terror to them. This one specifically has a number, which means I think that would get buffed. You want to try it out for science? Sure. Let's try it out for science. See if blind actually gets affected by it or not. Alright, so we had no resources around him, so there should definitely be some around here, no? Hey yo, what the? Are you kidding me? Wow, that's my first warden that literally had no coins, nothing around him to pick up? Or am I just blind? Is there like a box back here or something to break? Dang, what happened? Did they nerf warden or something? Interesting. Alright, so we got through the first boss. Bit choppy. Still not sure what we're exactly looking for. Poison damage increase, cleanse 2, and applies on a support. Doesn't matter who does the support, as long as you're cleansing from him, but we don't even have a support, so no. I'll take that for defensive measures, since we don't have a second life now. I have to play it safe. Alright. An artifact, a random epic. I'll go with the random NPC. Maybe we get a cook. Cook being probably the best. Knight being second best. Where's the NPC at? Knight, alright. Upgrade, upgrade. Trade in, damn. On support, cleanses, debuff, and applies to thing. I like it because it has the affix that just naturally cleanses one. Orb is decent. I like this because of the application it has on it, so we'll go in. Yeah, I'm curious about this Terra application +1. So that means my hit now just puts 5 on, right? 4. Oh yeah, this just puts 5. Yeah, I want to try and see if we could get a dodge to see if we actually just get 1 terror, or do we now get 3 because we have 2 terror applications. I'm very interested about that and how that works. I'm gonna go over here. My goal is actually to break the enemies, or at least have 5 terror on them when they attack, so we could maybe trigger this a little more. Wait a minute, what? Yeah, let's hit here, I guess. Damn, we didn't get the dodge on it. Come on, let me get a dodge, let me get a dodge. Damn, no dodges. That sucks. Okay, so we have this engine running now. Very nice. This will apply more terror, so Mephisto does more damage. I want that to attack. I want to see what happens. So I'm not going to kill it. Please miss. Please miss. Please miss. Oh, he just dies. God damn. Wait, so what does this do again? At the start, generate wild Aether? Okay. So it's like, whatever. It's good. I'm gonna go with this. It's a AoE terror. Whenever this monster applies a debuff, deals 4 hits to the enemy and applies a poison to them. Whenever allies reach 4, we get a power stack and we shield. Hmm. I'm gonna go with the proliferate. Because every chance we get to spread just even one debuff is good because it makes my Mephisto stronger. Damn, I don't have the right ether. I normally do this to apply terror stacks, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna use this first. And now I'm going to use the deck of cards to get some ether. Alright, there we go. Alright, we have 2 enemies with terror attacking. God damn it. Well, make that 1 now. I just want to see if the blind gets affected or not. You son of a guns. Damn, shit's popping up. Interesting, that's a whip. I thought he was gonna like fire the little like lines on him. That's such a cool animation. No, this is good. For every debuff stack on this monster, triggers poison on the enemy up to 3 times. So I would need 9 debuffs on me. That's cute and all, but I like what we have going. Now do we have Torment doubling? Yeah, I don't really think I need anything else, really. I haven't been paying attention, so does the debuff that I get applied from Mephisto also go to the enemies? I'm curious. Alright, so I have nothing on me. 2 weakness, 2 burn, and 1 poison. Let's see. Huh. Oh, the stick has a chance to put terror. Okay. That's why I was like, why the hell did he get terror, though? Okay, I get you. I'm gonna hit over here. Ooh, I don't have ether. I'll use this. Are you serious? Okay. It has terror on it and it's punching me. Oh, I want you dodge! God damn, bro. This is like the hardest thing to test because it's just not activating. It's so infuriating. Lens Corruption and Torment doubles basically all you need on your Medusa for it to do really well. God, Medusa's so good though. We're not really interrupting. Every third hits. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's better than re-rolling and not getting anything. This allows me to trigger more Medusa Lamentations, which is amazing. Yeah. Because it doing it with Torment doubling means I actually get more stacks. Ooh. Damn. Nah, I think we have to go for an Epic Skull. It's just too good. I'll give up 1 cleanse at the turn. I mean, we have 2 free actions now that will cleanse debuffs. I think that's way stronger. Yeah. We need fire. Please be fire. I want to see what double fire does. I have not seen it yet. Please, 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 please. Yes. No, get up there. Funny enough, this team's actually kind of like smooth sailing. I thought we would be coming across more hiccups and stuff, but yeah, it's actually doing pretty well. At least after the first turn. Cleanse that, get a lamentation going off. Love me some lammies. Alright. Can one of you please trigger blind for the love of God? There. Ah, you only get 1. Okay. I guess the answers my question finally. Yep. So Terror Application unfortunately does not affect that. That would have been so badass if it did. Alright, our first cleansing. Second cleansing. And now this. Our actual cleansing. Wow. Yeah, I think I remember feeling like this when I first played my Medusa. I was just so surprised everything was going so well. Nah, that's Doug. But yeah, I never went back to optimize the Medusa run. I am curious what else is out there for Medusa to get. Oh yeah, that one attack that Orthrus has. You need Sidekick though to get that. Doesn't really feel like Cherufe is adding too much value to the Medusa thing, so that could be a potential swap we could do. Get someone with Sidekick in here so we could get the cleansing to trigger even more Lamentations. God damn, that's so much damage already. So yeah, maybe on a dodge team Cherufe would be a little better. With haste. Yeah, I mean, I could see that doing actually really well for itself. Lamentation doesn't miss, does it? Never did Hailstorm. Burn! Yeah, it was supposed to be the start of the show, Cherufe, but Medusa just stole it again, because Medusa's cracked. I would like the +1 power. Then again, it's only applying to her. I don't think the others are really getting too many debuffs. This is where we can start getting some crazy value, I think. I'll start going with that. Yeah, so the Terra application +1 only affects my actions, not my traits, it looks like. Yeah, we're not really interrupting too much with him, because he doesn't have an actual purge attack, unlike the regular version. Wow, we got that epic. Nah. Chain counts more for its mitigation purposes by trying to cancel an action at least. Okay, this might be a consideration because it has evasion. It's gonna maybe trigger our blind more often. It has the terror application. Medusa. His best item is the skull. Mephisto, I'm not really sure what he wants. But with all the damage increase from the debuff stacks, the staff isn't the worst. I think it's like A tier. I'm not sure what S tier is, but yeah, it might be close to A or S tier depending on how much debuffs you could get. So yeah, Cherufe, I was thinking the chain is good because it works as a form of mitigation. But we're not really purging. The only way we're really getting that is if we actually attack or we, yeah, that's the only way, right? So we're keeping the terror application. We're keeping the initial weakness. And I'm just getting a 20% chance to dodge on top of the blinds, so yeah, I'll take that. And at least so far how the fights have been going, we haven't really been taking too much damage, if any. So, yeah, I don't think the chain canceling anything really matters. If anything, this will only help me later on in the run. Got a lot going out, huh? Let's mitigate some of that, I guess. That's actually gonna break because it has poison on it. If I got the hit off, which we did. Nice. Nice dodges. There we go. Beautiful. Nice. We're at 89 stacks. Let's see how much we could get to on Mephisto. Okay. Got 25 there. A hailstorm maybe? Yeah, let's get some terror on these boys. Ooh. Let's cleanse these boys. God damn, this is beautiful. Ah, I love when a team comes together. Whenever wild damage hits, staggers an enemy, purge an Aether and applies 5 terror to each other enemy. This is decent. We're getting a decent amount of burn. Helps increase damage output. I guess Panic would be a good one for Cherufe to have, right? Because if the aura's on him, that means when we stagger an enemy, the 5 terror that we apply to the other enemies would break at least 1 poise. And it could be like a chain reaction. Oh no, it can't, because it has to be a wild damage hit that staggers the enemy. I'm gonna go with rapid fire anyway. It's just more damage to ramp us up. I'll take the gold. Is there anything we want to re-roll now that we know Panic's in the pool? Yeah, this is kind of whatever. This is This is decent. Yup. Yeah, I kind of like what we have. Maybe I could have went for a free action on Mephisto. We don't have one on him yet. Oh. Always get that height advantage if you can. Yeah, this team's only an issue on turn 1 to get that Aether going. Other than that, I think we're chilling. I don't really care what he's doing. Yeah. I'm gonna cleanse some over here. But this count as cleansing, right? So we could trigger our lamentation one more time. Shield us up for this hit. And I'll just hit it. Really? You only got one dodge out of those? That sucks. We were at 37 stacks. How much is that? 6 evasion for every 10, so we were at 18, and then the 15, so like a 43. That's crazy. Cleansing strike it too. Yeah, see if we could get some more terror before we attack. Oh, that is some more terror. Okay, there we go. That's more dodging. That's what I like to see. Yeah, so it really is just Torment doubling in the cleansing attack. What's it called? Petal Cleanse. That's all you really need. And Medusa just does pretty good for the whole run. It's kind of crazy how easy it is to make Medusa come online. Oh yeah, I want a free action, right? Yeah, let's try to get a free one. Applies... Oh, that's not free. Yeah, we're not really doing anything else. Hellfire Bolt, though, seems like the terror payoff. That's what I needed on my Cherufe, I guess. So that's what you look for in the future. Hellfire Bolt. I love how we get healing +1 and why do we have healing +1? No one even has healing tag. That's crazy. Yeah, I kind of like this. I'm gonna take it. I don't see myself... that's not true. We could still use that. Because if the enemy has terror on them, the first hit's always wild anyway, right? So that means whatever we're hitting, we could just break, guarantee. Most enemies will have 6 poise max-ish. So yeah, 6 terror on them and boom, you just break anything. Trade in. No, I want to upgrade. That sucks. That's good. Wait. Oh, we didn't trigger it because... I see. We didn't have enough. It's actually crazy. Since Lamentation counts as AoE, it triggers the rapid fire on all of them, basically. Yeah, that's actually insane. Yeah, it doesn't increase damage, it just helps you break that poise. So maybe I do still need a closer. So these are the payoff for having 5. Wait, wasn't this one also 5? Huh. Cosmic Horror, Nightmare, and Panic. Five or more. So I was unaware that was a thing. So next time we run a terror team, the goal is to get 5 terror on them. I see. That's the threshold you want to hit for the maximum rewards. So I guess Panic and those 3 might have made a decent combo, huh? I wonder if it's still possible to get that to work. Wow, we generated like the worst Aethers. Man, we didn't dodge any of that. Oh wait, don't those 2 play into each other? Because if you do a free wild hit and it breaks them, then you trigger the other one too, huh? Ah. Yeah, I think I want to try to witch it and see if we could get that to work. Actually, it's too late, isn't it? Yeah, I have Blind, Cosmic, Nightmare. Oh, actually, I could re-roll this to maybe get Panic. The chance. Ooh, starting Aether was terrible. Oh, we didn't even trigger anything. Yikes. I wonder how Terror fixes their ether problems, because... Yeah. Okay, nice Panic. Got that free kill. And Panic would have triggered, or Terror... Nightmare would have triggered Panic, huh? Wait, what? You could get multiple? Huh. Oh. Interesting how this isn't a aura. Huh. I have to take one, huh? I'm curious how that works. So Panic is the aura one. Gotcha. I wonder if my Nightmare is gonna get buffed by the Lance. Yeah, let's try it out. Because it says wild damage on it. And Nightmare is gonna do wild. Alright. Oh no, I have to take this. Damn, so we don't get to Witch. Eh, it's okay. Now we see what fire does. For every 3 turns of combat applies power to your monsters. Really? Huh. I mean, I don't think the fight's gonna last that long, but... Interesting. Every 3... Wait. Every 3 turns in combat. Is that turns or rounds? How many souls do I have? I can't see. I have 5. Every 3 turns. So yeah, I should say rounds instead of turns. Because the game classifies when your monsters go twice as a turn. That's where I was a bit confused on. Yeah, I just want to kill this. Okay, we have 5 on these two. Okay, so mine did do more damage, so I guess the lance does affect it. No. Okay, we finally broke the lock of Shifted Nixies. I still don't have my Shifted Minikawa. It would be nice to get one. So yeah, double fire is probably not the play. Just because it takes so long to get one. Oh my god. That was kind of crazy what happened to that bottom Nixie. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get some terror stacks on it. Nice. That's triple terror. Ooh. That was triple poise break as well. Huh. That actually felt really good when it finally did happen. Yeah, when Terror finally triggered and we got that poise break, what was it, 3? That was really nice. So I guess it has potential. Just gotta get lucky. Oh, here is something with 4 affixes. Too bad they suck. Guess we're gonna take this again. Ooh, I have a chance to get Panic. I want to get Panic. Yeah, let's go for Panic. Get the full trio. Not sure how good it will be on bosses, but I bet for Trash it was going to be really good. Hey, there it is. On Interrupt applies for on Interrupt. That's wait, is it counting my Terror application? It might be, so maybe it's only 3. Okay, so here's another. This is actually pretty good. But I'll go with this one. I wanted the full package. So Terror and Poison look strong. Okay. I could just break it, huh? Generate that for next turn. Damn, not a single dodge. That's good. Oh wait, I may not have the mana. It's only 5 Terror Studs. Still no dodges, huh? That sucks. Oh, we finally got that power. Almost forgot it was a thing. Oh, so for each stack it counts as one cleanse. So that actually gave us multiple right there. Torment Nexus is actually pretty good if you get Terror on yourself, huh? Damn, that was crazy. Torment Flux. Cleanse up to 6. This cleanses 3, so this is good. Yeah, we take this. It's better than Cleansing Strike, only getting 3. So we kind of have the full terror package. If I had a better way to interrupt, I think we would have taken this, but nah. This is good. Damn. I was checking if we were gonna miss it by 1 or not. Alright, so our goal is to survive, get a bunch of terror on Medusa, and then we just Torment Nexus it and trigger a bunch of Lamentations in a row and just kill it. That would actually be pretty sick. Actually counts as 4 cleansing. kinda counts as more cleansing. Oh wait. Cleanse up to 6 debuffs and then deal 5 for every stack? Yeah. It's not gonna count for much. I want to preserve the terror on it so we could trigger Nightmare and stuff next turn. I break the hand here, huh? Yeah, just to get it out the way so we don't have to deal with it because it's gonna summon ads next turn. That counts as 11 terror cleanses. So that should be 3 triggers here. Yo, that's insane. Huh. Oh god, what's about to happen? Wait, why is there 2 Mephisto icons on their side? I just want their triggering it. Alright, Torment Nexus. Ended up being the carry of that. That's an interesting synergy. We had the full Nightmare, Panic, something combo with Blind. But it seems like it would have been better in a dodge-centric team. So we learned a bit around there on where Shifted Cherufe belongs. But we also learned what makes Medusa even better. So we'll see if we could optimize the next run. If you guys enjoyed this one, consider checking out the last run where we pretty much killed Chernobog on the first round. And until the next video, I'll see ya.